Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Now. Coaching Get Entertainment for coaching links down below, ratings down below, discourse down below. Go join that Patreon down below. Go join that. Get a saucy over there. Cash App. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate, social media is down below. You know what I'm saying? Go support all my stuff. Look, I'm gonna teach you guys about grounding and how to bring spiritual dimensions onto the earth. Because one thing I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to grounding, I would always hear people say, "Oh, you gotta ground, da 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 da," because it's like, because sometimes people be too grounded. You know what I'm saying? But then I experienced like what it could be like to be like ungrounded and stuff like that, and so I'm like, okay, like, I get it, but like it was too emphasized for me. But I'm gonna explain how to properly like ground and then unground and like what I'm saying, and like how to properly like do this stuff, because you could actually, like, it's important to know how to like raise yourself up into the spiritual realms and then obtain all this knowledge and experience, and you just bring that bitch down onto the earth in practical ass ways. You know what I'm saying? That's with manifestation, with other forms of magic that don't. I mean, technically, all magic will include manifestation, because if using magic to like fight or to create something, you're always bringing something into existence. You know what I'm saying? You're always like using energy to create a certain effect. So that's a form of manifestation. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so with magic manifestation, that applies with simply just like trying to like comprehend certain concepts. You're gonna need that, because you can experience some spiritual shit and come back to your body and not know what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? You may forget the whole entire thing. So like, here's what you gotta understand, right? You got to be grounded when a couple of things happen. One, you feel like you're not achieving any practical results inside of your life. Like, you may feel like you know some shit, or like, like you're just feeling good, or like some shit like that. But like, on the external, your life isn't really moving anywhere. Now, why is that happening? It could be because you're not really grounded. Like, let's say you have all these amazing ass ideas, you know what I'm saying? And you have all these amazing ass goals, and you be telling yourself all this positive shit, you know what I'm saying? And you be learning all this shit. However, if you're not bringing that down into actual physical actions and stuff like that, then it's like you're really just like you're just floating up here. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn how to actually start bringing that shit down. Another sign could be like, if you just feel like let's say you feel like you're like you can't be like that active. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like how like one of like the first signs your life isn't moving. The second one's kind of like you're not moving in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of just feel like you're up in the clouds. You know what I'm saying? You're It's not that you don't have energy to do something, because it's not like you're like tired, drowsy, but you could just be like, oh, like, I just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just like you can't really like get stuff done. You know? So that kind of ties in with the first one, because you feel like you can't get stuff done, then your life likely won't be moving and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's like another sign, Also, being having like anxiety and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it could feel like too much stuff is coming at you at once. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you feel like you may not even be anxious, but in the sense of nervous, but anxious in the sense of like restless. Like, you just like you can't like calm down and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's another sign too, that you're not like fully grounded and stuff like that. So with that being said, here's a sign that you're actually too grounded. Let's say you have the energy to do something and you don't feel restless, but you're like, yo, I want to get something done, but you just don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know what to do type shit. That's a sign that you may be a bit too grounded. You guys start getting inspired by actually going up into the higher mental and spiritual planes. Another sign of being too grounded is like being like closed minded and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not really open to new perspectives like that. You feel like you're not learning as much. You know what I'm saying? You feel like there's not that much passion inside of your life. Like things like that, because that you're a little bit too grounded. So let's talk about how to, first of all, unstuck yourself if you're a bit too grounded. So if you're a bit too grounded, right, that's when you gotta start like opening your mind up. You know what I'm saying? Try to watch like a movie that's like on like some like, for example, Doctor Strange, right? That's a crazy movie that like kind of like, people think that shit is just like funny games and like it's not like how real life work. Now some people also understand like, hold up, this film might be speaking facts, and guess what it actually does. So watch a superhero movie, watch some paranormal shit, watch some shit that's very creative and stuff like that, That could help your mind stop thinking about things like, oh, only X, Y, and Z could happen. Because when you watch these movies, right, they put truth inside them, and then plus, let's say the stuff wasn't even true, they make you believe that it actually possibly could be true. Like they'll explain some shit, some supernatural shit so well to the point you're like, holy fuck, that shit gotta be real. Nigga, I really can't fucking fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so definitely do that type of shit. Reading can help, but it depends on what you read. Like, if you're reading like some spiritual text, right? That could be beneficial. If you're reading some overly like mundane shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say like you're reading about magic, but it's only like, oh yeah, magic is only psychological, you know what I'm saying? And there's no actual energy involved. That could keep you grounded because now you're thinking like, oh yeah, it's just psychology, and if I, placebo effect, if I believe it, then you know what I'm saying, my mind will click through. Like, no, there's actual magic involved, and you should look at that type of information. You know what I'm saying? So watch the information you're taking in and try to take in more information that like is like more like just loose minded, you know what I'm saying? Also allow yourself to like, just like think, you know what I'm saying? Just like get loose in your thought process and then consider more perspectives, you know what I'm saying? Broadening your mind. That's how you kind of like unground yourself a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Now here's how you start grounding yourself again, because sometimes you could be thinking a little bit too much. You have all these ideas but you don't use no action towards it, you know what I'm saying? So here's what you could do for that. Start breathing, right? Focus on your breath and get inside of your body. Feel sensations inside of your body. Start feeling like, okay, my feet are on the ground inside of these slippers, and I could kind of even feel the air around me and stuff like that. And I could feel this jacket that I just get inside of your body. You can also literally put your feet in the ground. Everyone know about that, right? But get inside of your body. Here's why that's so critical, right? When you're able to be a person who's just like so super duper up here, you get inside your body. It's like you'll be inside your body. And now instead of being up here and possibly like losing consciousness and just getting taken too high, it's like you'll be here. Like imagine this, right? Imagine you're watching a movie, you know what I'm saying? Now, let's say like you go inside the movie, right? You could like learn a whole bunch. Like if you're watching Doctor Strange, you go inside the movie and you start practicing the sorcery and stuff like that, right? Inside Doctor Strange, you know what I'm saying? You may learn a whole bunch of shit. But let's say that when you go inside the TV and you go inside the movie, right? You forget who you are inside of this life. You forget who you are as a human and stuff like that. Or not as a human, but like, because you're human inside that movie, but you forget who you are as your personality and stuff, right? And like, you learn all that crazy stuff, but then when you come back, it's like you forget it all, because it's like it wasn't you who learned that. Opposed to when you get back inside of your body, you could watch the TV, you know what I'm saying? But still be like, okay, I'm the person watching this TV, and actually you can actually absorb information and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So there's a benefit and a downfall. When you go super duper up, yeah, you're like fully there. You could like learn a whole bunch of crazy shit, but you won't take nothing back with you for real, or it just may take like some feelings back with you. You know what I'm saying? Those be the people who have all these great ass ideas, and it feels good because they are good ass ideas, but they don't do nothing they don't put it in action. Like they could feel like the small effects of all these good ass ideas. You know what I'm saying? You could feel the small effects of being in those high spiritual planes, right? But it's not actually tangible like that. You don't really know what the fuck happened for real. You don't know how the idea is gonna truly manifest for real. You know what I'm saying? When you start trying to manifest the idea, right, what happens is you kind of gotta stop thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're just thinking about ideas, you could have fucking 50 ideas, right? However, when you start focusing on just one idea, now you gotta think about ideas that surround that one idea. Like let's say, okay, I want to start a business. Okay, what kind of business? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get your name out there? You know what I'm saying? What's your marketing plan? You know what I'm saying? You could think about all these other ideas for that shit. So with that being said, right? Yeah. Now if you just thinking, oh, I want to have a business. Oh, I want to have I want to have this kind of house. I want to have this kind of car. I want, you know what I'm saying? You could think all these amazing ass ideas, you know what I'm saying? And those could be, and let's be real, those are like kind of like money. I mean, it's not bad to like want a business, a nice car, and a nice house, you know what I'm saying? But like there's like some people gotta focus on some other things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like don't don't be, you know what I'm trying to say, bro. You get the point. Like it's okay to want certain shit, but like don't be attached to that type of stuff because oh, it's just so nice and shiny. Like want the nice stuff because the nice stuff is gonna also last you and make you feel comfortable, not just because oh my god it's so shiny. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference, you know. There's greed and then there's actually just like wanting something that's actually gonna like help sustain your life, you know. That's the difference between like buying, like for example, like I could buy like some real high quality actual vegetables opposed to buying some shit that's fucking has all that chemicals and stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? Then I could buy a fucking expensive ass meal at some fucking expensive ass restaurant where their food is not even all that good for real, or it may be good, but it's just not worth the price. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just getting it because it's fucking shiny. You know, when I could have got, or I could have possible. I could have got like the same thing somewhere else or made this shit in a healthier way at my own crib. You know what I'm saying? That real quality that still costs more than all the other chemical bullshit I gotta buy at the store. You know what I'm saying? So you get what I'm trying to say with that point. But long story short, you can have all these great ideas, but you gotta actually break it down into the physical, you know? So it's the same with when you're learning some crazy shit. Get back inside of your body. You know what I'm saying? Actually be aware of your body and how your body feels, you know what I'm saying? Because you start being more aware of the stuff that's coming in through your brain and stuff like that, you know? So, yeah, to ground yourself, get back inside your body. And then to unground yourself, kind of like get out of your body a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like meditations that are more focused on, like meditations that's like, okay, focus on nothing, or if you focus on like a specific concept and meditate on a concept that's like highly spiritual, that stuff could unground you. Like for example, bro, you know, like let me get some simple shit. Like if you're like super duper grounded, right? Then when you hear we are one, you're like, oh yeah, we're one. You know what I'm saying? When you actually start experiencing the whole we are one shit, if you're fully in that state all the time, you can't actually really do much. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you don't really want to. There's no point. It's like because when you for me to record this video, right, I have to be this personality talking to a phone that is, you know, talking to all of you eventually and appearing on all of your guys' screen as separate people and stuff like that. If I go into my full oneness perspective, it's like, why am I talking to myself? Like, it becomes like different, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you heavily contemplate and try to experience the whole we are one thing, you can start ungrounding yourself. But then when you get back inside of your body and be like, okay, nigga, like even though we're all one, okay, like I'm still experiencing separation and stuff like that. Now you can kind of start grounding yourself and then start knowing when to go, like, okay, inside your oneness and then in your duality and separate. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, to unground yourself, watch things like TV shows or movies that contain pretty much things that don't happen in everyday life. Contemplate spiritual concepts, read books that consider like whether it be like a mystical story book or just a fiction book that includes some crazy shit, or if it's like a non-fiction book, make sure that the stuff you're learning is not too mundane and that it considers mystical aspects. Use your imagination more, imagine shit, you know what I'm saying? If you want to ground yourself, put your feet in the grass, focus on your breath and get inside of your body. Also just look at really just like think about, okay, like if I want to make a certain like think about how the spiritual shit you learn and how the ideas that you have actually apply to real life. Like how does this shit, like, okay, like you learn about fucking, I just learned about jinn, aka like genies and stuff like that. I talked about it on my Patreon, you know what I'm saying? Link down below. I just learned about Jinn. I've been talking to him and stuff like that, right? But it's like, okay, I learned about Jinn. I can explain Jinn, but what's the practicality of that shit? How can I benefit from that knowledge? You know what I'm saying? So there is a way you can actually use Jinn to bring things into your life physically and stuff like that. You could also, just me knowing about Jinn, I could teach people about Jinn who may be confused about jinn. And also because I know more about jinn, people who may be dealing with jinn negatively and had negative experiences with them, I could kind of help them with, like, you know, fighting off the jinn. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though I'm on like some highly spiritual shit saying that there's fucking jinn that exists, right? I'm still being practical with it. Okay, how can I help a person who's being attacked by jinn? How can I use the jinn to benefit my life? You know what I'm saying? Should I be avoiding the jinn? You know what I'm saying? Do the jinn pop up very often? And if so, what does it look like when they pop up? And how can I, escape the negative effects or take benefit of the positive effects? You know what I'm saying? Like, even while being on some spiritual shit, it's still like somewhat grounded. But I'm not too grounded. I don't think, oh no, jinn are not even real at all. Because you could think that they're not real, but they're still going to influence you regardless. So now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Same with the spirit guide shit. Okay, you have spirit guides. You know what I'm saying? How can that become practical? Oh shit. Well, if you talk to them, they can actually give you practical advice. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're saying, oh, spirit guides are real at all, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like you shut yourself off in that whole dimension. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the you see how to balance certain shit. Then when it comes to magic, I already talked about that shit in my. Watch the video about magic to understand. Watch the video. It's called actually both the videos, the pitfalls of magic and also the fucking whatever the other one was. That's like right before that video. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what it's called, but y'all go check that shit out because that shit be fire for real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. That's how you bring spiritual realities into the physical, though. Pretty much, you let yourself consider all this crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? If you start thinking, okay, how can I actually apply this into my actual life, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have a crazy business idea, right, how can I start making this business appear on the earth and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then we start thinking, like, okay, I want to do certain actions, but I can't think about what the fuck I want to do. Okay, time to unground myself. What haven't I thought about yet, you know what I'm saying? Where can I get some new ideas from? Should I look at a person? Should I read a book? Should I watch a movie? You know what I'm saying? You think about all that type of stuff. Then you get new ideas. Okay, I have all these crazy ass ideas. How can I bring this to the physical? Okay, I could actually take this action. Okay, I could hit up this person. Okay, I could write this thing down. Okay, I could start practicing this one practice. Okay, I could, if it's magic, it's like, okay, I want to create this certain effect. What hand movements can I do? And also, what essential oils and candles and herbs can I use? You know what I'm saying? You could start, how can I visualize this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you start thinking about more practical ways to bring your spiritual shit down into the physical, So that's how you ground yourself, and that's the importance of it, and that's how you bring the spiritual realities into the physical. You let yourself fly up and consider all this crazy shit, then you think, okay, how do I practically manifest this shit? You know what I'm saying? And then it happens through the three worlds. The more mental, spiritual plane, which is non-physical, that's where you get inspired. And, oh my God, all this crazy knowledge and stuff, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the astral plane, actually being able to see this shit, visualizing it, actually feel it and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Then the physical plane, you take certain actions, you could use certain physical objects, you know what I'm saying? You actually talk to physical people, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. So start thinking about, okay, how can I actually feel these ideas and how can I actually do certain actions and talk to certain people and do all this to manifest these ideas, you know what I'm saying? And then when you're too grounded, okay, how can I start feeling shit and being inspired, You always got to think, how can I feel some shit, though? You know what I'm saying? With that astral shit, that's always gonna, you know what I'm saying? Either how do I bring this feeling down or how do I lift my feelings up, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, cause one example, if you're depressed, you gotta lift your feelings up, you know what I'm saying? If you're too fucking restless, you gotta bring your shit down and calm the fuck down, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit work, but there's always some feeling shit involved. And then, yeah. I think I said enough, though. If I gotta say more shit, I'm gonna put on my Patreon, so, Patreon getting lit and getting all the sauce. Yeah, I got mad PowerPoints coming too. They're not fully on there yet, because I'm trying to type them all up, and then just bang them bitches out probably in 1 day or in 2 days, you know what I'm saying? We're recording them shit, so definitely stay tuned for that shit, bro. It's mad sauce coming, but it's been your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching Get Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. Readings are down below. Patreon, like I said, is down below. Donations down below. Social media down below. Discord down below. Go join that. Everything is down below. I love you. I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Oh, almost dropped my phone. Almost dropped my phone. Peace.